Everywhere you look on the internet, it's a girl over here, it's a girl over there talking about wanting to live a soft life. But what is a soft life and how can you actually get it? Today, we're going to be talking about the tough decisions you have to make to actually live a soft life. So let's get into it.
You may not know right where you're going, but I do. And all the time you wasn't chosen, well, I'll make it up to you.
Hey, if this is your first time ever clicking on one of my videos, my name is Jay. I'm just a girl living her life and recording the journey, so thank you for stopping on by. Today we're talking about soft life. So first and foremost, what is a soft life? According to Google AI, the term soft life refers to a lifestyle that is comfortable and relaxing with minimal stress and challenges. It can also refer to a life that is simplified and free of responsibilities. So essentially, a soft life is a life where you are comfortable, relaxed, with minimal stress. But I don't, and you probably don't either, or else you wouldn't be watching this video. Here's the thing though, you can still live a life with minimal stress, with relaxation and comfortability, but you're gonna have to make some changes. The first is learning to say no. A lot of people struggle with this simple phrase, saying no. And a lot of times we take on more things than we can handle. We tend to overcommit ourselves to certain people. We overextend our energy to certain relationships, constantly give our time to everyone except ourselves. Saying no is going to be the first thing you have to do to live a soft life, because in order for you to have minimal stress and minimal responsibilities, you have to hyper focus your time on the things that are going to allow you to sustain yourself, but also without stressing yourself out. You're not always going to be able to spread yourself super thin and then expect to live a life with minimal stress. So where are some opportunities for you to say no? I don't want to do this. No, I don't feel like showing up to this. No, I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I don't have the passion to put myself into this particular project. I'm going to put my time and energy into something that's going to bring me peace, that's going to aid in my stability, that's ultimately going to give me the freedom to live a softer, happier, more peaceful life. The second tough decision you have to make in order to start living a soft life is you have to be okay with being someone that is not liked. People do not like to watch others live a life of gracefulness and calm and peace and ease when they themselves are working hard. Even if you are working hard, if people perceive you to have an easy, stress-free life, they are going to dislike you because of this. Because a lot of people cannot come to the terms with the fact that life does not have to be hard. I'm a strong advocate for the fact that life does not have to be hard. And a lot of times we make it harder than we have to because we don't want to make the tough decisions that would allow our life to be easier. Sometimes that's due to guilt, shame, pride. There's a numerous amount of reasons why we insist on making our life harder. We self-sabotage. We feel like we don't deserve an easy life. So if somebody feels that way, they're going to project that onto you, and they're not going to be happy to see you living a life that feels so fun and so aspirational and ideal for them, because they're not connected to that goal and that dream. You have to be okay with this, because if you constantly find yourself attached to those people's opinions, you will subconsciously make your life harder to try to appease those people. So you have to be okay with people assuming that everything goes your way and that you never had to struggle for anything and that you just got it made. Because even if that's not the case, if people see you living this soft life, this is what they're going to think. You have to be okay with that and realize that you have nothing to prove. Tough decision number 3, you have to narrow your focus. Now, if you want to live a soft life, a lot of times it is very difficult to live a comfortable, stress-free life if you are not financially stable. And in order to become financially stable, you have to narrow your focus in on something that you know you are good at, something that is consistent, and get the amount of money that you need to live a comfortable life in the city that you're in, with the environment that you want to create for yourself. Me personally, I have moved to a city where it is very affordable for me to live here, which means that I don't have to work as hard as I would have had to work, living in a city like Miami or New York City. I specifically chose this city because I knew I needed some softness and relief in my life. So, whatever you have to do to create a level of financial stability, whether that's adopting a passive side hustle, whether that is minimizing your expenses, whatever you have to do so that you can live in a comfortable financial range where you don't feel stressed every time you think about money and bills, you have to make those decisions and you have to narrow your focus and you have to do those things. They're not just going to happen overnight. You have to create the environment for them to happen. There are a lot of passive income streams. There's a lot of like side hustles and habits that you can pour into that will ultimately help you to live a more like relaxing life. One of the things that I did for myself was I created an Etsy shop. I created this Etsy shop back in 2021, and to this day, I still get daily sales on my Etsy shop. I sell digital products, so I don't have to ship anything out. It's literally just like money in my sleep, and this money just comes once a week. I don't have to do anything. Sometimes I'll go in and add new items, but I haven't added a new item like in a couple months. And even when I wasn't adding new items, I was still getting sales from the old items. So you have to just set yourself up on the front end so that you can have that longevity, but it's not just going to come out of nowhere. You have to make that initial decision to narrow your focus in, try something new, and adapt so you can get the level of stability and comfort you want. Number 4, you have to eliminate all distractions. There are going to be people that are going to be distracting you from this soft life because they're going to say that you're delusional. They're going to say that you don't deserve to live this way. They're going to, constantly try to put you in positions to do things that would sabotage your plan. You have to eliminate any and all distractions, and that looks different for every single person. If you're somebody who is distracted by food and you spend all of your money on these fast food places, you're never going to live a soft life because you're throwing your money down the drain and you're also throwing your health down the drain and you're giving yourself issues later down the line and you're not winning. And long story short, you're not doing something that's helpful and fulfilling to you because you're distracted by this other thing over here. Some people are distracted by relationships. Some people are distracted by substances. Whatever it is that you're distracted by, you have to eliminate those distractions so that you have the mental time, energy, and in most cases, expendable income. Because whether it's food, whether it's substances, whether it's other people, like partying, drinking, etc., all those things cost money. Okay. And if you want to live a soft, comfortable, minimally stressed life, you have to release the stressors and have the money, okay, to feel comfortable when it comes to your necessities. Eliminate the things that are not necessities in your life so you can really see what is my baseline? What do I need to feel happy, to feel secure, to feel soft? For me, some things that I realize I need an early morning. I need time to myself to be able to like process, to be able to create. So I have to create job environments and side hustles that give me that freedom, that time to create, that time where I don't have to be bothered because I know that's what I need for my life. So all the other distractions have to go when it's time for me to focus on me. You have to look at your life and really ask yourself, what are the things that will make me happy? What are the things that make me feel comfortable, relaxed, and stress free, and prioritize those things? The final tough decision that you have to make in order to embrace a soft life is you have to be comfortable changing your identity. A lot of people have become comfortable with the identity of being a hard worker, being an overachiever, feeling like their worth is tied to how much effort and energy they put into certain things. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go around half-assing things. Quite contrary, I'm saying that you need to narrow your focus in on the things that you are passionate about and the things that you actually can foresee a viable future in so that you can spend all of your time and energy nourishing that thing versus giving all of your energy and time to something else that doesn't even fulfill you. If you're working super hard on something and it doesn't even fulfill you, what are you even doing? You don't have to define yourself by being the hardest worker in the room, by being, the overachiever, any of those things. But if you have that identity, like I have the identity of being an overachiever. I always feel like I have to go over and beyond. But then what happens is I go over and beyond and I feel, resentful because I feel like people aren't noticing me going over and beyond. I resent other people around me not going over and beyond. And then I create this stressful environment for myself because I'm going over and beyond and nobody asked me to do that. So stop doing that. Stop attaching your worth to that, because that's the only reason why you do it, because you feel like you're more worthy if you go into a room and you overachieve and you excel. You should always be putting your best foot forward. However, you should not be overworking yourself to the point that you feel like you have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. In the areas where you're overworking, there should be areas where you're passionate about it, you're purposeful about it, and it actually makes you feel good to go the extra mile in those particular things. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope that you're able to start implementing some of these things so that you too, my good sis or brother, my good human, can start to live a happy, stress-free, soft life. If you like videos like this, I have plenty more on my channel. Talking, hair tutorials, makeup, fashion, whatever you're looking for, I got a ton. I also got some really cool resources in the description box down below. If you didn't know, your girl is an author. So if you can relate to some of these struggles like codependency, substances, etc., you might relate to my poetry novel, which is linked down below. The Cage Bird is Missing. It is an intimate poetry novel where I talk about some of the experiences I went through in order to find myself. And it's also a great gift if you are seeing this before the holidays are over. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I'll see you in my next one. Remember, in order to live your life to its fullest, you must live fearlessly. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, I'm too raw to be tripping over niggas. Pretty with the figure, I ain't stopping till I make a couple figures over for couple hoes. I see 'em